and I always like to start with the why. So thank you, Subi. Obviously, there's a big shift in the way advertisers are going to market with the deprecation of third-party tracking cookies. So, back in 2017, Safari and Firefox started blocking third-party tracking cookies. That leaves us only with Chrome as the only really the big browser in the market. It gives us about 50% market share. They do support third-party cookies. However, that by end of 2023, 2024, Google has actually kicked the can down the road a couple of times. But really, at the end of the day, where the big shift is coming is the deprecation of third-party tracking cookies, which basically means that we used to be able to track people across all different kinds of websites. As a marketer, you could then go grab that content or that data, buy that data, and then you can use that to market on your behalf. But because those third-party tracking cookies are being deprecated and going away, we're getting less third-party data. And we even knew back then that third-party data was not that accurate. It tended to erode the quality of that data. It was very expensive, and the results were just really so-so. So, with Google Chrome saying they are going to also restrict third-party tracking cookies, and a lot of this has to do, everybody, with the demand for consumer privacy. It really started back in, really got hot and heavy in the media back in the 2016 election, where different campaigns were using data and to build their campaigns, and that really came out. People got into an uproar, and really like iOS and the Apple App Store, where you would download a free app like the Flashlight app. You had no idea that that app was actually tracking what you were doing online. So that's why Apple started to do, would you allow this app to track you? So now you have that opt-in, and that's where Apple and Facebook got into a big fight, because Facebook, a big part of their revenue comes from that data. And if you're asking app users, do you want to track or not? It's going to really cut down on a lot of those people that are, that did not know you were tracking them. Now they know, and they're going to opt out. So it's a lot of, positioning and fighting going around there. So, if you think about your overall addressable audience and marketing, before cookies started deprecating, you could, basically retarget to your 100% of your addressable audience. Now with Firefox and Safari deprecating cookies, that leaves us with 50% of your addressable audience. Now, what we've also discovered is about 40–50% of Chrome users go into their settings and they disable tracking themselves. So what we're looking at right now in the ad tech space, MarTech space, is 30% addressable audience now available. So we're all spending the same amount of marketing budget, but we're only reaching 30% of our addressable audience. That's what we call the unreachable. So that 70% of people that you can't get to because of cookie deprecation, that's where we'll get into this in a little bit sooner, but that first-party data will come into. So really, that's where first-party data comes in, is helping you reach those unreachables.
That was a really great kind of overview. So I think because of how heavy this topic is, we're going to reiterate a couple of things as we go. And again, I know this is a big topic, so please just go to the bottom of your screens, and if you see the Q&A button or the chat button, send us any questions that you have, and I'll try to make sure that we're asking Bill as we go. So to reiterate, people have been talking about cookie deprecation, especially in the advertising space and privacy space, that it's coming. It's gonna be here soon. But the reality is it's already been affecting advertisers.
Yes, but I don't think a lot of advertisers realize it. Either they don't know about it, they may know about it, they don't know what to do about it. They think someone will figure it out. I think, brands, maybe advertisers a little bit. I like to think they're sort of like ostriches sticking their head in the sand and saying this won't really happen because Google has kicked the can so many times. But it is happening. We see it now. Just the amount of people that we can reach now through our marketing. So it's definitely something happening now.